Okay, Barack, I'm going to promote you. Bet as a trader, you haven't had a promotion in a while. And then I'm going to unmute you and really, I'm really not just patronizing you. I really do like looking at your work. So welcome back to F.A.C.E, Burak, at Trading Channels. So Zoom, you'll see a menu for the mic. I've unmuted you. And then you just hover your mouse over the drop-down menu for the screen share, which is a green box. So you are unmuted, and you're going to have to select what kind of audio you're going to use. Mm-hmm. I think I hear you.
Do you hear me now?
Got you, Barack. Welcome back to F.A.C.E.
Thank you very much.
Is this your third time?
Yes, this is the third time. Great to be back.
Oh, well, then that's it. 3 drives. It's
exactly.
complete. You've completed your mission on F.A.C.E. I'm just kidding you.
Is the third, the third
three
one
is the number of 3 is the number of completion. So thank you very much for fulfilling your mission on F.A.C.E. So I told people if they like channel work, Barack, to stick around to see these looks. So I'm not going to go back and ask you about your journey. Let's get to what's on your radar and what you're seeing. Okay, buddy?
Thank you. So as usual, I'd like to start with the indices, then we go on Forex and commodities. I will have probably, how long do I have, Dale? About half an hour? Or?
Yeah, as much time as you want.
Okay.
You're the captain.
Thank you. So this is S&P, the daily charts. It's kind of came very close to the black resistance and reversed. I was expecting the ideal shot was 3,040, 45, but it fell short, but it still reversed right there with some help from Trump.
You ever notice, I put this out, I know I'm interrupting again, but you ever notice, Barack, you've been doing this for a while, that when everyone is looking for one number, a month in advance, 2 months in advance, people were talking about a 30-40 to 30-50 top.
That's right, yes.
Right?
I was looking 30-30.
Yeah, so, when everyone's looking for one scenario and one number, it either doesn't achieve it or it becomes almost meaningless when it does. Just something I've noticed over the years.
Yeah. It's you're right, because I can see, in the Twitter space, everybody was plotting this overhead resistance.
It's going to be a layup with the Fed, the Fed, Powell will drive it up there, everything. Yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, Mr. Market's a mean guy.
Yes, he's messing things up sometimes. Then technical analysis is kind of useless when it does that. Yeah. But we have to live with that until the volatility is over. We have to stick to our guns and probably hold off. Once the volatility picks up, I wouldn't say all the technical analysis, but especially my work doesn't really function, because if it's a very huge moves, then these lines, the technical resistance and support lines, tend to get pierced very, very easily without showing any kind of reaction. And that's where I kind of try to step back and wait for things to settle down.
Okay, so you're saying that channel work is less reliable during times of higher volatility?
I would say, if you're looking at any technical analysis, let's say, even if it's moving averages or indicators, Fibonacci's, the volatility based on news is kind of hard to handle. Everything kind of falls off. This is where Trump tweeted. Unless you've gone in there at that resistance. Yeah, it was technical. The entry was really technical.
78.6 back and right to your line.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to sell it.
That's
but
right.
It was technical.
Right. Yeah. Look at this is the first crash and then bounce back really hard. And then here. So it's kind of, you doubt, obviously, is it going to smash through or really reverse exactly where it should? it's kind of like really difficult because the volatility comes if you're trading with leverage, it can be very, very damaging.
Nerve-wracking.
So the recent law was the bottom band of the orange kind of interim channel.
Okay, and
As you
you
can
had
see, the
that
bounce
trend
was
line
quite accurate.
drawn. You had
Yes,
that trend line drawn before it
yes,
got there on the bottom, and you had that
exactly.
brown channel drawn at the top before the recent
Yeah, this
hit
is
up
Dow
there.
Jones, the same thing.
Okay.
So I always look, of course, obviously on all the markets. So it's about 4 indices in the US. So I was looking into all of these. This is Nasdaq and the blue bottom band. So the ES, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq all found their laws with their relative channel supports. Of course, as you said, this wasn't a support until the bounce. So you have to you can't just buy here. You have to wait until the market reacts. This is a speculative support until the market confirms it, and that's where you know it becomes a setup. So it is a setup, speculative setup, and then once the market moves, then you may enter at the first big bounce.
Yeah,
If
'cause it
you're
certainly
if you're
was not
buying
a
here,
yeah, that was not a candle you would buy.
yeah,
And and it wasn't even a reversal candle, it just started
mhm,
out like an inside bar. So you're
yes,
right, very hard to
very hard. Look
go.
at the
Yeah,
volatility here, and then
yeah,
it's like a bipolar market, really.
yeah.
Um, Now the current move. Yesterday, the blue short-term channel was broken, but the green. So I'm watching for this green sideways interim uh, interim channel, like a sideways channel, which is also looking at the triple resistance. This two red resistances. As you can see, the
And the
overhead
green
resistance.
line,
The
it's
green one,
confluence there.
that's
All of
right,
them
and
are
the blue
there.
one here.
Okay, what
So,
happens if we take that out and close above it? Where are we going?
well, that's then you just buy it. Really,
And
I would
would you
buy
have
it
a target on
three
something like that?
thousand, three
Okay,
thousand.
okay.
I reckon at the like eventually we'll gain back all of this. This is the Trump tweet, and
Okay.
it's news driven. So I'm guessing there's a lot of liquidity gaps over there, and that's where we're going to be headed eventually. But we may get a pullback, maybe here down to the green. But I don't do these kinds of like, oh, it will come right down here. I'm more like I'm getting ready if the resistance breaks out. I'm getting ready
Okay.
if it comes all the way down to the green bottom band. I would be a buyer again. Those sorts of things. Like
I see.
I don't do put scenarios in front of me, but more the setups. Um,
Got it.
so on the Dow Jones, the blue resistance that was broken recently, 5 touches, and yesterday's low, basically, just a second, is the 2 hourly. You can see the back test on that broken resistance, and now the black one is breaking up right now. So it's kind of short term. It's becoming more bullish. The target for that can be all the way up to the blue top band. But of course, there is a broken green channel yesterday, and the backtest of it will probably act for a while at least as a resistance.
You ever notice back tests being more reliable if the back test, say it's from a broken uptrend, is not a new high, but a back test that's a lower high
Yeah,
than a back test that's making a new high?
that's right. I mean, it's backtests are always better to trade because um, your stop loss is much better defined and much tighter. So if you were buying the breakout of the blue resistance here, you are opening yourself for a back test which is much lower. So even if you're buying here and it comes in back test, you are already underwater. But if you wait for the back test and wait for the market to act on it with a bounce, then it's better to enter. Back tests don't always happen, but I think they happen more often than not.
Okay.
So on the NASDAQ, as I showed the blue channel, the interim resistances are here on the blue. And the red channel is probably, I'm not very happy with the accuracy of that red channel, but it's still what we have at the moment. And the golden top band may be also the boundary, may act as a boundary. And if it stops and reverses there, it may break the red channel to the downside for another pullback.
A lot of options. Almost sounds like CNBC analysis.
I think it's,
you know what
it's
I mean?
more like I'm watching all of them. So some of them are contradictory.
Right.
But I'm watching all of those. So if I see ES has overhead resistance, and then I see NASDAQ has also overhead resistance.
Got it.
All of these things can make me a little bit more biased to the bearish side. I don't only act for, So similarly, this, for example, right now, the Russell just broke the golden top band. As you can see, this is 2 hits on, actually maybe 3 touches on the bottom side, and the third touch today just breaking out. I mean, yesterday's bearish breakdown was short-lived, and the blue one. Now that it's making a new high above the blue channel's top, we can basically say this is going higher.
And this has been the weak sister. So if even the weak sister is showing some signs of a heartbeat,
that's right.
would you view that as constructive for the overall market?
Yes, I still look into this. This is the Trump's tweet. I still look into that as an eventual target. You can see the double resistance as the red ones here. There's like a confluence here. That one and that one, quite similar to 1 second. It was the I think S&P, a bit farther away though. But Russell has its own rhythm, to be honest, in the last couple of months or even the last 2 years. On FTSE, this is Europe, UK. The golden resistance or golden interim channel, this is an hourly chart, is holding it off. I mean, this was a nice breakdown, but then it's now recovered and almost fully all the way to the golden top band. And if it's broken, I would expect more upside. And DAX is the most bullish of them all. Looking at this beautiful golden channel, which was broken just this morning, together with the diagonal blue resistance, and any back test towards here may be a buying option, a buying opportunity. So looking at the Forex, this is the daily chart on Euro. The blue channel was broken back in June, and it got back tested already 1 to 3 times. This one was quite deep. There was some news action here, but the golden support also held it there. And now, if I get a bit closer, the red broken resistance, it held at the back test, but it's now breaking it out again. So it's a little bit, let's say, congested area.
Should I give it should I drop an antihistamine on my Euro chart?
Yeah.
Because it's congested.
It is.
All right.
Yeah,
I can't help myself sometimes.
Yeah, buddy. It is really. Like I don't know. Like there's so many forces in play here, and I mean the black channel yesterday, for example, is broken out. And now
you follow sentiment at all, though, Burak? You know, I mean, it's hard to find a Euro bull. It's hard to find a cable bull. Hard to find a dollar bear.
Yeah.
So I mean, we know which way the market is
Yeah, especially on
positioned.
the cable is
Yeah,
very loaded to the to one side. I'm
yeah,
aware of that.
yeah,
So yeah, if euro clears this blue resistance, it may come back to the green one, which has held countless times
yeah,
recently. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5, 6. It's quite ripe, and it may break
Where would that
to
come
the
in? Around
upside.
1160 or so?
This is yes. It's about around, let's say,
1188.
depending on how fast it gets there, it's
Right.
1170-ish,
Okay.
1180-ish.
Okay.
We have to watch that resistance.
Okay.
Um, I
We
on
get through
the
there, I'm thinking 114.
yeah one. Yes. I have the same number. More,
Okay.
if it breaks, it can go all the way to a 114. Yeah. So this is the US
Now,
US dollar
now this
index.
is a great chart. You know
Mm,
why?
why?
I'm kind of looking for a dollar shakeout, and I
Hmm.
don't have this channel that you have, but I have a speed line that comes in that would
Hmm.
shake out everyone who's long
Hmm.
that last low we had in June. If we
Yeah.
went back down there, and we'd still be in an uptrend,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it
that
is
may
it is
be the
still an
move.
uptrend, but yes,
Yeah.
it may come all the way down to this blue one again.
Where does that come in? 5.5?
This one is, yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly right.
My target.
Uh-huh.
So yes,
So,
this is I do this to edify the community, but you also help me. Okay, so
mhm.
you're here today, and you know what I mean. You probably follow some people, right, Barack?
I
And
am. Yeah, I do, yeah.
yeah, and you have your own ideas and everything, and you see what someone else is seeing, and they may
Yes.
use a different method than you, but it's pointing towards the same outcome.
Hmm.
Doesn't that build your conviction if you respect that person's work?
Absolutely. Yes, that is
Okay,
kind of
because I
there are
respect
different
yours.
ways to skin this cat, right? I mean,
Yeah,
some people come to the idea with Fibonacci's or
yeah,
indicators, anything. But
yeah.
when you have a confluence of good ideas, oh yeah, this can happen, then I'm fine with that. Absolutely. It gives more confidence to the idea. um yeah, on the dollar index, this is the weekly
Yeah,
chart.
yeah, big picture.
It's quite, i I would expect maybe eventually another touch on the green top band,
Where's
but
that? 102?
maybe after it
Yeah.
comes down here, a
Yeah.
bounce and break it all the way up there to 102.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
This is weekly, so it will take time. On the um,
Did
uh,
you read my mind before you came on here today?
um,
It scares
are
me.
we
We're
parallel?
on the same page on the
Okay,
dollar. Okay.
good. So um, on the pound, so the bounce was the green support. I
Uh-huh.
had the green line, not I didn't call it until it bounced. So obviously it needs three touches to be recognized by the market as a support. Otherwise, it's just a line toward through two highs or two lows. I always say the third touch and the market should confirm it, and that's what it did. So I saw this, I think, on Steve's the blue channel. I think I saw it on Steve's charts. This is
It's
a
a great
very very
technical.
accurate one,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing even if it bounces, it will stop there for a while, at least for a while. That may be a short opportunity for a scalp, or maybe like 100 pips. But for now, the black channel and the golden channel. So the golden channel is broken and it's getting back tested. There
Yeah.
is a red resistance which has been tried for maybe 4 times since actually yesterday it tried twice. And if it gets cleared, then I think we'll get to the blue resistance.
All right. Let me ask you this:
And
the more times the market knocks on a door of a
mhm,
line, is it more likely that it gets through it with more tests of it, or less likely?
more likely,
Okay, that's what I
yeah.
thought you'd say. All right.
Eventually,
Yeah.
especially if it goes to the fourth to the fourth touch and it reverses again, I get more excited because the fourth touch is a much better confirmation that the market sees that as like a wall, and once that is broken, the move to the other side is stronger actually.
Yeah. It's like, you know, why is the market making it so convenient that I miss the first rejection and the second and the third? But you know what, Dale? I'm going to let you in on the fourth rejection. You could trade this trend line.
All right.
It might be
Exactly. That's what it
2
is.
weeks later, but you're such a nice guy. We waited for you to be
Yeah,
able
it
to
tells
do
you
it.
something. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm yeah. For example, on a rising channel, it's very rare to get 4 touches on its top band. The third touch usually causes the reversal to break the rising channel to the downside. But if you get the fourth touch and it reverses there, then it's almost like it's going to go down really hard and break it to the downside. That's how I feel it. Unless obviously there are cases where the fourth touch breaks it to the upside, then it's a huge buy signal, because once the market breaks a rising channel to the upside, that is new buyers coming in, and it's really strong. So for me, it's a no-brainer to buy. That there is
What do you
that.
do about
So
false breakouts? Like, say you cut through a trend line, it's a breakout, but
mhm,
then that line that it broke out of a day or two later is negated. You're gone
mhm. It
if
is.
that happens.
So if it, I think we can show it
And
here.
do you have to
Yesterday I was. Mhm.
and do you have to wait for the close of the candle to
I'm
know whether or not
yeah. If
you don't anticipate how a candle is going to close, right?
if the line is very well defined with really accurately,
You'll trade the
then
line and look for
yeah,
confirmation.
yeah. And
Okay.
if it doesn't hold at the back test and it goes straight into it, then I would be like, I mean, this didn't work out really. Even
Okay.
the best setups fail. But
All right.
that's what lines are for. That's what the visibility is there for. I mean, it doesn't leave any guesses. Sometimes it goes. So for example, yesterday it happened. So this green one had
Spike.
3 touches, and then
Right.
it looked like breaking down, but then
Right.
it immediately went up and broke the black channel to the upside. So if this kind of fake happens and it breaks to the other side, then you obviously have to change your stance
Yeah.
and rethink your
Okay.
your trade. Okay, so Ozzy, um, I've been looking into this red resistance breakout, and it's obviously like really slowly moving, but it was back tested a few times, and the last one held. So currently, the golden resistance, which had, you see, 3 touches, and the
Yeah.
fourth one is breaking it. And I think for a
Looks very nice.
confirmation, the the green top band should be taken out. Um, Otherwise,
Okay.
it may fake again, or it goes up, comes down again, and the fourth one breaks it out. Then that's really the ideal case.
It's a nice
On
ascending triangle. Yeah.
here is there are 2 channels in play. There's the golden one on the kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
There's an hourly chart, and the top band, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see it's trying, but there is no success yet. Um, and but the blue channel was like a bear flag. Yesterday it broke it down, made a new low. Now the bear flag is broken back in, which is a bullish signal usually. And Kiwi may get to the blue top band, and then if it breaks that and the red one, then there is some space to cover to the
Okay.
upside. um, so last but not least, I'd like to cover um, uh, some of the commodities. This is oil. Uh, the the blue support got tested, so this is the third touch. The blue top band is speculative at the moment because it didn't have any touch apart from the first. For now, the red resistance is broken at the maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe you can say 5 touches, and it was broken just yet today, which is why I bought it. And now I'm hoping it's going to get to at least 61, the green top band.
Nice
To capture the recent major law, I was also chasing the Brent. Sometimes West Texas Intermediate doesn't give very good clues, but then I check the Brent oil, and that's where this is a weekly chart, daily, but all the way from 2015 low, and you can see the perfect channel, and this is the bounce that we get. A little bit damaged, but it's still held, and we are now clearing this blue resistance here.
Yes.
It came down, and now it's clearing. The golden channel is cleared, so I'm guessing we're going towards the blue declining resistance, and maybe it's gonna be broken too.
Okay.
On the nat gas, it's very, very let's say critical levels here. Sorry, let me show this one first. We are still underneath this golden resistance. I'm not very happy with the accuracy of the bottom band, but currently that's what I have only, and it's holding for now, that golden resistance, and more accurate is the blue one, that is 2, 3 touches at the top and another 3 touches at the bottom, and the green support has 3 touches. So I reckon, and I'm short actually nat gas for quite some time, and we've been shorting, and now as long as this golden resistance is holding, I'm hoping the green one will break and we get to the blue bottom support at the 4 touch. It may break it to the downside. That will take it to 1.6. Why I'm very, very, very bearish is this long-term horizontal support that was cleared here, this one.
I see.
Yeah. So this was what 2016, 17, 18, and it was broken and backtested recently. So that is very, very extreme bearish development. So I don't think there is. Maybe we can revisit the 2016 lows at 1.6 at some point. Gold. Let me show you the very quickly this overhead resistance. This was the breakdown point back in 2013 after trying quite a few times. So I'm guessing this level is 1554, 1555. And I'm guessing this is going to act as a resistance, as the previous support act as a resistance. And there is a confluence with the red top band. And there's a red top band. If it causes together with the green, then, and obviously the sentiment you talked about, it is extremely bullish right now, on gold and all the precious metals. So it would be good to have one last push, which is also the golden top band. So you can see the confluence here.
Yeah,
it is 1555, and that's, maybe we get there after testing the blue support again.
Okay.
Right here.
That would be a third drive up there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice look.
And last but not least is silver.
Yeah.
Silver just touched the blue broken support. This is daily chart.
Yeah.
I'm always using log scale, by the way. Just wanted to make point it out on commodities, especially when the price goes in power of multiples. The log scale is extremely powerful compared to the or a normal scale on the price. You wouldn't be able to see this blue resistance on the normal scale, but the log scale is super accurate, and that's where silver actually, you can see how accurate
Wow.
this was. Yeah,
Yeah, to
this is
the
like to
pip.
the last pip. It
Yeah.
reversed there, and it was also the green top band and the blue resistance. You can
You're
see the
bearish.
blue.
You're looking for major shorting
I'm sorry.
opportunities
Yes,
in metals, aren't you?
currently, because of the sentiment and because of the
What's that big
extremes
black
and the
line?
prices.
What's
Sorry,
that?
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna show
Okay.
you this red one here.
Okay.
Yeah, the red resistance, blue and green, they
Mm-hmm.
were all lined up at the top of the spike. This black one is just the recent resistance that is breaking up. So maybe we get one more high to touch the green top band, just around 1740, while gold makes its move to 1555. And then I'm, I would try a short there. Yes, the red support rails break would be kind of a confirmation. But of course, the golden, you see the golden
Yeah.
channel that
Mm-hmm.
had quite a few touches on the top. It broke it and back tested it. For a major reversal on silver, a bearish reversal, silver has to come down
Is it
below that
1580?
golden support. That is
1670.
1670, 1660,
Okay.
and that's where I think it will clearly turn more bearish. But for now, yeah, I'm just looking for setups. No real
Okay.
no trade at the moment.
What a great run through the markets, Barak. I really
Hmm.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's the best way for people to follow you? Do you have a website?
Yes,
It
I'm.
would be a good time to show it so
Can you
people would know
see
how to.
this one? You can't see
Yeah.
this one, right?
The silver?
Because the no the it's okay. I only shared the it's tradingchannels.uk. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna give the, and I'm also on Twitter, so you can follow me there and click on the profile to see my web page.
Okay. Barak at Trading Channels on Twitter. One of the best chart guys, and I love the way you explain things. And someone said you gave the quote of the day, so that's going to be our tagline for your interview. Even the
Which one?
best setups fail.
Okay.
That's a quote of the day. So I want to thank you once again, Barak, for edifying our community and giving me some views that support what I'm thinking in a few different markets, and really appreciate your hard work
Mhm.
and your giving spirit for coming here and sharing today.
Thank you very much, Dale. Thanks for having me again.
All right. Well, my trading warrior brother, may pips rain down on you till we talk again, maybe later in the fall. How's
Sure.
that?
Sure.
Okay. All
Hmm.
right, everyone. That's a wrap. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And we'll see everyone tomorrow. Adios. And thanks again, Barak.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye, everyone. Adios. You're very welcome. You're welcome. All right.